Have you ever wondered why you leave the grocery store with more than you plan to buy? I know I have. It's not just by accident, though. Retailers put a lot of planning into manipulating consumers to buy more than they originally planned to. Hi, my name is Michael Zappi.
And I'm Danica Ruddle. We chose the Metro grocery store at 89 Gould Street to examine because it is the closest market to campus that we both visit regularly.
After reading the student supermarket tour by the OPIRG, we decided to analyze the first chapter as the idea of supermarkets influencing customers' purchase decisions almost through manipulation was very eye-opening.
Right away, we noticed that there was only one entrance and one exit to the store. From the moment you step into the store, Metro is determining the path you will most likely take to ensure that you spend the most amount of money.
As this metro is located right on Ryerson campus, it has a high percentage of student-based clientele. Ryerson students earn a 10% discount on their purchases on specific days of the week. As such, they have created a mechanism to lure students to use their store by creating a discount program specifically for them. In doing so, Metro is influencing students on where to shop by increasing the perceived value they will gain from their purchases at Metro.
We as humans tend to buy with our eyes instead of our mouths, and as such, retailers stock goods that have hunger-inducing colors such as reds, oranges, and yellows. Even the store itself is designed with these colors in mind. The baskets provided in the store sign, and all the department and aisle signs are either red or surrounded by the color red.
The meat department was the only area in the store that had green floors to increase the perception of freshness. Metro placed the word fresh before meat to strengthen the perception and to disguise the fact that most meat products are imported and are not as fresh as perceived to be.
This introduces the idea of distancing, as a majority of society from this generation does not know the source from which their food came and the path it took to get to them. We as a society care more about the price that we have to pay for our food than where it came from.
As such, Metro takes advantage of this social norm, as they can sell most profitable products that matches their consumer price expectations, regardless of the means to acquire these products or their origins.
Color is even used by Metro to direct their customers' attention to the desired products they want to sell, by labeling all normal price tags in white and sale and promotional products with red or orange outlines.
Another way Metro controls the spending habits of consumers is through their stroller size. They purposely provide overly large strollers to induce the notion that consumers haven't bought much in comparison to the size of the stroller and are therefore more inclined to purchase unnecessary goods with less regret in order to fill the stroller.
We observed that Metro has employed techniques to increase profits by exploiting the increasing cultural trend that people are unmotivated to prepare their own food. This was prevalent as Metro charged more for a small container of fresh cut fruit compared to a larger, value-sized container of unprepared strawberries. It's even further reinforced as the main focal point as you enter the market is a segment dedicated for meals to go.
Lastly, Metro incorporates the boutiquing technique as described in the literature by pairing related products together to increase the likelihood that the consumer will buy both items. We observed that bread was placed in front of the deli, as people usually buy meat to prepare sandwiches, and salsa was placed in the chip aisle. This is further reinforced as the price of salsa far exceeds that of chips, but is socially required to complement the chips and as such is then perceived as necessary to buy. They exploit the idea of out of sight, out of mind. If salsa was placed in a different aisle, then the sales would decrease, but by putting it with chips, it entices the consumer to impulse buy and consider it now as a reasonable purchase. Before going to the Metro, we have developed a few expectations based on our readings of the supermarket tour by the OPIRG.
We expected that because Metro caters to university students by providing a 10% discount on certain days of the week, it would be well advertised throughout the store. However, this was not the case, as we observed only a couple of signs placed at the entrance. Because of this, we ended up forgetting about the discount by the time we got to the cashier and were upset about losing out on our potential savings. We feel like we were being manipulated, as Metro wanted us to shop at their store over the competition, but didn't want us to remember to capitalize on the promotion.
We also thought the color scheme of the store would primarily include hunger-inducing colors such as red, orange, and yellows. although in actuality there was only accents of these colors found throughout the store in order to attract the customer's attention without being too overpowering. We were pleased by this unexpected outcome, as too many vibrant colors would come off as being too aggressive and may result in us leaving the store sooner.
We were expecting that there would be an abundance of every product, almost as if shelves were overflowing. Although some products were overflowing, most needed restocking. This could be due to the time of day we went to the store, but it was off-putting to buy fruits and vegetables, as it felt like we were getting the subpar quality goods.
From reading the literature, we assume that the prepared food, which is very popular to the increasingly lazy student-based clientele, would be at the back of the store. We believed that would be the case in order to force consumers to walk by more unwanted goods to increase the chance that they would buy more items. In reality, it was right near the entrance. This was very surprising as it contradicted our initial assumptions and the ideology of supermarkets presented by the literature. Throughout the literature, supermarkets were portrayed in a very negative context, but we disagree with this view. At the end of the day, they are just businesses that are trying to make a profit. It is mostly our fault as consumers for being easily swayed from our original plans and valuing price and convenience over all else.
Currently, we both make our purchasing decisions based on the convenience of the product and its prices as outlined in the literature. We normally don't consider the nutritional value of the products, as the most nutritious products tend to be the most expensive and are therefore outside our budgets.
This is mostly due to our busy school schedules and limited income from increasing tuition costs.
However, we now realize that we are victims of retail manipulation. Even though we are on tight budgets, we still fall for the ploys to entice impulse buying.
As such, we have decided to take measures to change our future shopping experiences.
First, we have decided to create a shopping list in order to create a goal and reduce the likelihood of spending more than we budgeted for.
We also agreed to try new grocery stores that don't exploit their customers. Such places would include local mom and pop shops, as well as local food markets. This whole experience has been very enlightening. It has showed us the various methods that retailers use to manipulate their consumers, and through educating us, have opened our minds to new possibilities in order to stick to our original reason for entering a supermarket. Thank you very much, and this is the end of our presentation.